Hi,
Hi,
it's Jen.
and Mel.
Teacher lunch.
It's our podcast. That's all we
That's
got.
all we
Don't know
got.
what episode it is, but I got a lot
Spotify.
today. I got a lot today.
I feel like before we start, I was saying to Mel, she was coming over and I said, I'm cranky. And when you feel that crankiness,
Hmm.
and we were trying to decide, like, why are you cranky? And we were talking, and I was saying, I think it's because I think the bottom line, what we were saying is when you have someone that you're very close with, but you realize they're not forgiving people, I think that's the most upsetting part.
Right.
I don't mean to get deep on everyone,
But
but
I was
like,
saying, yeah, hurt people, hurt people. Hurt as an adjective, hurt as a verb, right? Hurt people,
yeah,
hurt people.
yeah, because I couldn't figure it out, and
Do you feel better now
I
that we
do.
talked
I feel
about it?
better. Like, listen, I
It's
love this
clarity.
person. I'll never not love
Not
this
love the
person,
person. And the person's a good person.
but
Everybody has stuff.
yeah, and they're angry, and I know they're angry, and they're not angry with me. Obviously, they're angry with other things, and I just like, God, I've been in therapy my whole life, right? So like,
Yeah.
go to therapy. It's so great to have a cheerleader that you pay for once a week. It's nice.
I know, but I need a therapist that's going to tell me what to do. I know why I do what I do. I'm very good at that. I could figure things out why
Yeah,
psychologically,
right.
but then I don't do anything about it.
I,
I don't change it.
like what?
I don't know. I know that I'm nuts. I know that I'm controlling. I
Yeah.
know,
Oh, aren't
but
we all
but I
nuts?
don't do anything about it. I stay I know I'm a nervous wreck all the
Right.
time, and I stay nervous wreck.
Huh.
Why can't I fix that?
I know. I guess so. I mean, there's plenty of things about me too. I can go on and on and on, but I guess. But now I feel like I'm in a better. You know what else I did? And she'll see, like, I got home and I put makeup on and I brushed my hair because I looked like who did it and ran, and then I felt better.
Oh, you always feel better when you look
Right?
better.
I looked like shit,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what? Because I hate putting makeup on like when I'm not going anywhere because it's not good for your skin. But I didn't go heavy or anything. I just put enough on to make me glow. So I'm like, I
Now
feel
you're very
better.
glowy.
I'm very glowy.
And you're much better. You got it out. Sometimes you
Yes.
just got to get it out,
Oh, I was
right? Now you're
yes.
like your whole mood has
I was
changed.
at Walgreens and Mel texts, okay, you ready? And I'm like, you have to come to me. And she did, and then
We're in the same outfit.
same outfit, and now I feel better. And also my arm still hurts and it annoys
But
me.
you have a swollen arm. You
No,
need
it's
to
so
address
I
that.
go back Tuesday. I'm probably gonna have to have surgery or something.
Oh
And then there
no.
goes Pilates
No.
again.
Then you get a little break.
Then we get a little break.
You'll
All
be-
right, so we do 4 and 4. We try to do 4 and
We
4.
try to do 4 and 4.
So
That's just like a guideline.
yeah, it's like a guide for us,
It
so that
kind of,
yeah.
we were talking about like just our different roles in life,
Okay.
right? And how they change and how what you go into your life starting with, how it actually evolves and changes. And I was thinking, like, when I was a young woman, like a very young
woman
woman,
or a young kid?
I'm going to say young woman. I'm going to go like
How old?
18,
Okay.
19.
So your roles you're going to discuss.
No, I'm going to just
Oh.
discuss like what I wanted in my life, what I
Oh,
saw
okay.
my life to be. And I was like, I was very traditional.
Okay.
I wanted
At
very,
18?
yes, I wanted a traditional marriage. I wanted kids. I always loved kids. I wanted a lot of kids. I wanted to be a
Wow.
mom. I wanted to
Okay.
be like my best friend growing up, Lori's mom, Deanna. She was always home. She was cooking. My
Okay.
mom worked.
Uh-huh.
So the role model that I had of my mother working was stockings and high heels and her
Okay.
lipstick and her nice clothes and going into the courthouse and going with my uncle. And, she was like, she had her white Cadillac with her,
Oh, nice
sunroof.
white Cadillac.
And she had her, her blonde hair and her black eyelashes, because she always had fake eyelashes and they looked like bat wings, and her Rolling Stones 8-track tape playing.
Sure.
And she was it.
Yeah.
But I wanted Deanna.
Opposite.
I wanted little Italian mom who stayed home and cooked, and she had your snack ready when you went after
Yep.
school. And then we'd play Barbies, and then I'd go home and have dinner, and then I'd come back. Like, I wanted that. So that's the life that I wanted to have. I
Yeah.
wanted a traditional marriage.
I feel like you have a traditional marriage.
I do, but now
You don't want. No, don't talk about that role yet.
I know,
I'm
but that's where I
confused
got
now.
it. I don't
All
get
right.
confused.
Because we got to do 4 and 4.
All
Okay.
right, okay.
So your role. So let's
go to you. Did
No.
you want that when you
okay
were growing
at
up?
18.
18,
Is that, you're
19,
talking about
20.
So I grew up traditional Italian. That my mom was home. My dad
Okay.
worked. She did have snack for me when I got home. She would take me shopping. She always had I loved my childhood. So, but my mother also raised me, I don't know how, but to be independent, right?
She did a good job at that.
Yes. So but if we're thinking about what I wanted at 18, 19, at 18, 19, my life was in shambles, right? Remember my
Right,
dad
right.
went my dad was a gambler because he was, doing dirty work. So I don't,
dirty,
dirty work. I don't know what
dirty
you call
deeds
it.
done to her cheek.
Whatever he was doing. So at 18, I had a support. So I don't know what I wanted. I think I just wanted money. Like, I don't remember wanting a family. I knew that I wanted to be married. I was dating my husband.
You got married young.
Yes. So I was dating Scott already at 18.
Did you want somebody to save you?
Yes, absolutely. Scott was safe.
Right.
I stayed with Scott all through it. I think not just because he was safe, but he stood by me.
Yeah.
I mean, my life was a mess.
And he was a stable person in your life. Yeah.
He was very stable.
And
he still is.
Yeah, he's
he
like
still
a rock.
is. And I'm not. So I think what I wanted shifted because of a family disaster, whatever you call it, trauma.
Yeah.
And so then things changed.
Crisis, yeah.
Because I don't know when I knew I got married early, and I think I probably got married early for the wrong reason. Like, because I mean, like, we had nothing, right? So like, let me start my life. I mean, I knew I was going to marry him, so like, why wait? I wasn't not going to marry him. So we got married, and then we had a kid real quick. So maybe I did.
Yeah.
I tried to stay home, and I hated it. I went back to work. I stayed home for what, 2 years?
Well, we stayed home. That's what I wanted. Like, I mean, we met at work, right? So we were young teachers. And I mean, when I met Fred, I remember, like, see, this is what my memory of him. Like, when I met him the first time, we didn't like each other. I was just out of a bad relationship. My friend is his cousin, and she fixed us up. And I was like, no, not my type. Then I met him 6 months later. In my mind, I was in a better frame of mind. And I remember him telling me, oh, I'm an electrician. And like, ding, 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 that went off. I'm like, that's what I like. I like a man in work boots. Right. I like a rugged man. So funny. And he had a thick wallet. Yeah. I remember he went in that wallet, and there was so much money in that wallet. And I was like, this is security. Ding, ding, ding. Because my grandfather was in a union. My father was in a union. Yeah, like, I just was a union person. Still is. So I was like thinking, like, I hit the jackpot with this union guy. He's solid. He's a worker. Can we fast forward to the video you took of him snoring and farting? Or no? Okay. I thought cue video. We're going to get that.
Yeah, go.
So that's what I got, and I got what I wanted. Right?
No, but you had that hiccup, so I'll never forget.
No, we broke up.
No, wait a minute. She was a first grade teacher, and in the back of her classroom hung her wedding gown because she was going to get married, and they broke up. Literally, why did you bring your wedding gown to work and hang it in the back? Do you know?
My wedding gown was, because I had, you know what? I bought my wedding gown used. I wanted this really expensive wedding gown. And back before we had like internet, there was like this secondhand wedding shop. And I just walked in, and there was the gown.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, holy crap.
Oh, I didn't know
and it was like a fraction of the price. And it was the same designer, and it was beautiful, and it fit me.
Was it at your lunchtime?
No, it was like when I was like on a weekend or something. Okay. So I had to get it altered because it didn't fit.
Ah, okay.
So I picked it up. I had it altered in town and where we work. And I had to pick it up, but now we were broken up. So I had nowhere. So I hung it up in the back. I have no idea why. I don't remember, but I was putting it in storage or something.
I vividly remember walking
like in the closet, in the cloak room.
It was just in the back of the room. And I was like, oh my God. All right. So go ahead.
But then we got back together, and then we got married, and then we had, and the whole saga. But I'm going a little ahead of myself, because then the same thing. I wasn't going back to work. There was no sign of me going back to work until you called me that day and told me I'm coming back to work.
No, but wait. So you get married, and now you have your dream. You have your husband who works. You have the wallet that's stuffed. He's got the work boots. You have sex with him with work boots on.
And
all
I'm
great.
Loving it.
You're loving it. Hard hat and all. Doing the dance. You have your baby. You have another baby.
I had the infertility.
Yeah, so
that was a hard time in our lives.
Did that change anything?
Yes. And I think too, I was so controlling, and he didn't come from a very loving family. He came from a very cold Irish family. My mother-in-law lost a child a year, he was only 2 when his sister died. And then she wound up having 3 more boys, never had a girl again. I'm sure she was depressed, my poor old mother-in-law. Yeah. She had no family here.
Okay.
And she was a money maker. She did the stock market. She was about making money, and she took what my father-in-law did, and she just did it, Right. But she wasn't loving.
Okay.
She wasn't nurturing.
Okay.
So he didn't understand why I was so loving and nurturing to my kids. Like, my kids were everything. Like, I would lick them, like, if I could.
Of course.
He didn't get that.
Yeah.
He didn't get that. He wanted me to be more strict and like
Like his mother.
like his mother. So he couldn't. So there was a lot of tension there when we
Mm,
were raising the kids because we had different ways of doing it. And my mother was always at the house and he
sure.
couldn't stand that.
Yeah, of course. Oh God, I love when the mothers are at the house. That's like a staple. I think I feel like I want to go back to our childhood because I think that helps you or us realize what we wanted, right? If you go back to your childhood, because I think my childhood, well, okay, if I tell you about my childhood and Angela tells you about her
Two
childhood,
different
two different
childhoods. My same
childhoods.
with my sister.
Okay, so I'm going to go with mine. I mean, like, I feel like because I had the traditional family, my dad worked, he was a teacher, code, and my mother stayed home. And she had two little girls that she dressed alike, and that we were dressed impeccable. Our hair was we had never wanted a want. We had whatever we wanted, and I mean by like dinner on the table and snack and birthday parties. And if I had my birthday party, I had a corsage on, and like it was down my basement, but there
Mm-hmm.
was chips and we had like
See, I had similar to that too, but
okay,
yeah, but go ahead.
but
Go,
my
go.
mother didn't work, and I didn't know. I didn't think about it. Like, is my mom working or not? She just didn't work. And then, so I think as a kid, I just loved my childhood so much. I could still talk about it. Like, I loved it. I loved my grandma was at my house. My aunts were at my house. They were all very Italian. They spoke Italian. They had the broken Italian, like the slang
And
Italian
they
words.
hit you, even though they loved you, they
Yeah.
hit you,
Oh,
but
I
you
mean,
loved it.
all the time.
I mean, I had that too. I lived next door to my grandmother. My grandmother was so loving. My grandfather was so
So
loving.
even though your mother worked, right?
She
But
went
your
back to work
grandmother
later
was
in
home,
life.
though.
But you
Okay.
got to remember
But so did
something
my
too.
mom.
I'm 7 and 9 years younger than my sister and
Got it.
brother. So when
Right.
I came along, my mother was done. She's like, you know
Yes.
what? I did this. I stayed home. She watched Donna Carmela, my father's
Okay. But
great
she was home for
grandmother.
the others.
She was home for the others.
Yes.
She went back to work when I was in first grade.
Got it.
And that's when I
Okay.
started crying every day in school.
Got it.
Because I thought I would get sick and she wouldn't be able to pick me up. But she loved working. And I
Yeah.
saw how she loved it. And I
Okay.
probably felt like, what, you don't love me?
Got it. But you
You
had your
love work?
grandmother.
Oh, I had her all the time. I had my cousin, my Aunt Sue.
And
I had
that's right.
everybody. I was raised by the whole
Right.
community.
Right.
Rosie and Fanny across the street.
Of course.
I mean, Marie,
Right.
she would watch me and I wasn't allowed to do anything. I
So
had to
although
sit
you
there.
didn't have that traditional upbringing because your mom was working, you did have a tradition. Your
Yeah, my
upbringing,
father was home. He
and
was a
not only
teacher.
that,
He was
but you
home
had
after
your
school.
that was so Italian, yeah.
And my grandmother, yeah.
Yes, living right there.
Right there.
That if you needed
Yeah.
food, you wanted to eat, you can
Oh
probably
my
go in her
God. I would
house.
go if I didn't like what we were having. I went next door and see what they were having.
Exactly.
No, I had a very good childhood. It's not that. It's just, I guess because I was at Lori's house so much in like grammar school and high school that I kind of disconnected from my mother in that way.
Okay, so let's stop
I
for a
don't know.
second
This could
because
be a very long therapy session. Sorry, people. Are we very boring?
I know,
Are
but
we
I'm
boring
I'm
everybody?
trying to think of the roles. You really wanted the theme to be the roles.
Yeah.
So knowing you wanted this, like fast forward to presently.
Right.
So I'm going to tell you. Presently, I walked downstairs this morning. Now I have 3 men in my home. I have a 27-year-old, a 20, almost, well, he's going to be 27. One's going to be 25 and the other one's 15. And we were getting ready to go to dinner. And my 15-year-old goes, Ma, can you order us dinner? Because I'm going out to dinner. I said, what? Because when we go out to dinner, we leave our kids food when they were little, right?
Yeah,
You had a babysitter, or even up until last night, I would order them sushi or something. That's $200. Anyway, he comes up. I said, what are you talking about? I'm not ordering you dinner. I have steaks in there. Cook dinner. Your brothers are men. Let them get it. But they gamble. So anyway, I was pissed. Went to dinner, came home, and then they made steak that was cleaned up, but they made mac and cheese. So the pot had the mac and cheese. They left it there. I'm like, I'm not freaking cleaning it. Got up this morning, and the pot's still there. The den has water bottles. I was pissed. Like, I don't want this role anymore. I did it. I raised you. Now,
yeah, but maybe we raised them wrong. And
we did. I did. I raised them wrong.
I know I did too.
I want to come home,
same problem.
come down, have my coffee. So I loved my role as a mom when I had, like your mother,
right.
when it was, and then when I'm done now, I feel like it's time for everybody to fly. Go fly.
Like, don't roll up your overcoat and put it in the dirty clothes pile because you're too lazy to hang up your overcoat.
I think that started my bad mood. That I went down and I want to just have my coffee in my robe in a neat house, and my house wasn't, and I had to clean it first before I can enjoy. It pissed me off. And
it's annoying.
And the laundry, like, I'm not doing your laundry anymore, but I do their laundry. So I don't want that
because I don't want them. I know, but I'm going to get, now we're on roll. So my husband retired and he has a lot of time at home now. And I did everything. So you remember, I worked, I did all the kids, I did all the laundry, I did all the cooking, I did all the food shopping.
Right.
He went to work and came
Right.
home. Okay. And he would help me with sports
Right.
afterwards, take this one there, that
Sure.
one there. And he's
When
a
you have
very good
100
provider
kids,
and a
you
good
know.
husband. Now he
I
is a
know.
stay-at-home mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know my role.
Right.
And I don't want to sound like a baby and I'm ungrateful, but I don't know my role. You took my job from me and I feel so lost.
Well, I think you have to tell everyone, although he took your job, he's still asking you or I think you had said once, correct me if I'm wrong, like, what are we having for dinner? And you said something, but then he got something else.
Yes, he's a hoverer
Yeah.
and he's an interferer.
So it's like either you're going to cook and I'm not.
We got to communicate. So
Yes.
then yesterday, Luke had friends sleep over and he went and bought them bagels. I was like, great. So he called me. I'm going to bring bagels home. Fine. So I'm making the bacon. I made a fruit salad. I got the drinks
that's
out.
so nice.
He comes with the bagels. I get a bowl. I put the layer of
Sure.
what is
You're
it called?
very old school. When
I'm
it
very
comes
old
to
school.
cooking
I
and
layered
food.
I layered
that.
the bowl with a
So
napkin.
your mother did something,
Okay.
right? Because
I put the bagels in the bowl.
Of course,
he
the
grabs
napkin.
a platter
Uh-huh.
and puts them on the platter.
He takes them out and puts them on the
Takes
platter.
them out and puts them on the platter. I am pissed
I don't blame
off.
you.
I want to.
I don't blame you.
I from the depths of my soul.
I would have came over.
So I had and he's like, "You're not appreciating me.
Yep.
You're so sensitive. You take everything so personally."
But meanwhile, he took your fruit with the napkin and he took
the bowl with the bagels with the napkin and put it on a platter because then they could see them better and they could choose the one they
Stop.
want.
I love this. Is hysterical.
And I was so upset. And I said, "You don't understand." I said, "It's like me going into your job, right? And saying, oh, okay," because he was an estimator. I'm like, okay, well, this customer now, he's my customer now, and I'm going to take care. You can't do that to me. You can't take over my life.
Yes.
And the laundry. And then
I hate that. It's like when I'm making gravy. So I have a way of making gravy and my mother's meatball. I have a way of making gravy. I'm just and when he comes in the kitchen and he wants to add some spices, get the freak out of the kitchen. It's my I'm cooking.
I can't stand that.
I said the other weekend I said, I want my mom's pot roast. My mom made a pot roast. Literally, she put the pot roast in, 2 packs of Lipton soup, water, and jars of gravy. Nothing fancy. And then you had white rice, biscuits, and the corn in the pack that's got butter. It's the most delicious meal. Scott, I'm gonna make my mother's pot roast. I'll do it. I said, no, I'll do it. Okay, he does it. He puts carrots, celery. That's not my mother. Then he doesn't even have he makes potatoes. My mother didn't make
potatoes. She made rice.
You did not make my mother's. I was so mad. I was like, you know what? So now it's like 2 weekends later. I said, I'm gonna make my mother's pot roast. Because I told him I was angry. Yeah. And Aiden comes over to me. He's like, is it grandma's?
Yes.
I'm like, yes, it is.
And that's so funny.
And it was. And
it was grandma's.
They wanted grandma's.
They want that certain taste. Because Victoria whispered to me yesterday, she goes, I wish you retired and you went back to work. Because and then everything he makes, you have to say how wonderful it is. Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you like it? It's so good. It's so good, right? Isn't it so good? It's so good. Isn't this the best pea soup? Victoria doesn't eat pea soup. I said, just eat the fucking pea soup.
Yep. It's okay. You can on a podcast, I think.
Oh, I can. I'm sorry. I usually don't say that.
But no, it's so true. They have to be praised 100 times over. 100 times over. Me, eat it. Enjoy it. I know if they like it. They don't need to tell me.
I could tell if they like it. The plate's clean.
Now, one thing which is funny that you said about your upbringing, this and that, nurturing, I'm not nurturing. So I love my children and I love my husband.
But you're a very nurturing teacher.
I am. And I love my job. But when it comes to Scott, he says, I love you every day to me.
Oh no.
And I don't say I love you back. Not that I don't love him, but I just okay. Okay. And he's always like, I love you too, Scott. And sometimes I just am not, I wasn't raised where my mother said, I love you, Jen.
No, my parents didn't say that to me.
They didn't say it to each other.
They didn't say it to each other ever. They can't stand each other. So, so there was very awkward for me with my husband too. I don't do it. We're not affectionate. No. I don't say anything.
But Scott is very affectionate.
He wants to, but I don't.
Okay.
No.
Same thing. Same.
But my kids, I'll hug them and love them.
Oh, I'll lick them.
I love my kids.
I agree.
But my husband, no.
No, I know.
That's weird. That comes from our upbringing.
Yes.
Because my mother and father, I never saw them kiss.
Nope.
Never saw them hug.
No. I remember one time I heard them doing, you know what, in their bedroom. I'll never forget. Oh, it is scarring.
She told me they were wrestling.
I didn't even ask a question. I just shut my door, because I heard the sounds, and I can still hear the sounds.
I walked in.
That's horrible. That's horrible. Horrible. That's horrible.
I cried.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
I'm gonna have a coughing spell.
That's like the
That is
kiss of
so
death. Yes.
horrifying.
And another thing we both do, and what when we realized when we met each other, is the fruit bowl.
The fruit bowl. Oh, yes, we
We
have to
always had
have
to have a
fresh
fruit
fruit
bowl.
bowl.
Sometimes, and then there's fruit flies sometimes because the kids aren't eating the
I
fruit.
know. I always have to have the
But you
fruit
have to have
bowl.
the fruit bowl.
Yeah, you noticed that about me.
I
That's how we
did.
knew we were friends
The
because I
first
had
thing.
the fruit bowl
I'm
and I
like,
had a clean house. And you said I could actually sit on
yes,
your floor if I want
I
to. And I was
hate
like,
not
okay, you
clean
hate
houses.
not clean houses.
Oh, I
So do
hate
I.
it
I
so
hate it so
much.
much.
My house was always very clean.
Yeah.
And when someone's house is not, I'm like, what the hell? Yeah.
I know. I would still put plastic on the furniture if I could.
I would if I could too. I
I love
swear.
it.
I'm just hoping that they move out soon. And I know that sounds mean. People love having their kids home, and I love my kids. Da, da, da. Scott and I are ready to be by ourselves. Like, or just Aiden. I get it. But like these guys are older. And I think I say it to Melissa all the time. She's so sick of hearing it. But like, I think this spring we're going to really push hard. And
It's a good thing for them. Like
I
that you're not
agree.
doing them any favors by keeping them home.
No, not at
You're
all.
really not.
No,
They don't know
because,
how to live.
and I don't ask for rent or anything, right? So they
No,
have this.
he pays some bills, but he pays his own things. Like he
Oh,
has a
yes.
school loan, he has to pay that. He has
Yes.
to pay for his car.
Yep.
He has to
Oh,
pay
no,
for his
no car. No
insurance
insurance.
and some like well his own expenses like
Okay.
credit card and all that stuff.
Yes. Well,
But
that's same. But like I'm saying, like I told him maybe give $100, $200 a month, and that I could buy food
yeah,
for you,
yeah.
like because he eats a lot.
Yeah.
But I haven't collected it.
And mine's so lazy, he won't even open the refrigerator and get food. He'll go out and get
Oh, they
something and
go
bring it
out.
back. I'm
I
like, I
know.
have cutlets. I have
I
see how much. But
know.
see, here I go. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're
Whatever.
enablers.
We're
We're
enablers.
enablers,
It
and
is.
we
So
know
maybe
it.
that's so our role. Basically, we're enablers. I think the
Yeah,
bottom line.
I think that's the bottom
I think
line.
that's the bottom line of our role. But anyway, so she wanted the role talk. We did the role talk. I don't know if
That was the roll talk. I had to
that's
get
it.
that story out about
Okay.
how he's a hoverer, and
I'm
I can't
glad you got
take
it
it
out.
anymore because I don't know my role. People, what is my role? I don't know should I be like the breadwinner, and that I come home and I don't have to
As
do
a teacher, we
anything?
are not
Well,
breadwinners.
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what my role is anymore.
Well, I think that you establish your own role then. Don't wait to see what he wants.
I
What do
don't know.
you
But then
want
he
your
asked
role
me if
to
it was
be?
sexy that he had the
What?
groceries and he's putting them away. Do I find that sexy? No, I don't find
He's
that sexy.
kidding.
I find it. I don't find it. I don't.
You know what's funny? Okay, so this is leading into what I was talking about, femininity. So, there's been this whole thing, right? Like women can rule the world, and they can, right?
Right.
Women can do whatever a man can do. They totally can. They can be equal, but sometimes we don't want to be equal. Sometimes I want to be treated like a woman, and I want you to be the man. That's me. Sometimes I think it's okay. Hey, listen, at this age, if I'm walking down the street and some construction worker whistles at me, I am so happy and excited. Yay, he thinks I'm hot. Whereas other women will be like, oh my God, that's disgusting. How dare you?
No,
No,
I'd take it.
I think so. Like, these girls, like my sister-in-law, they're going on dates, and these guys are like, we'll split it. Or she wants old school. She wants the guy to pay. Like,
Yeah.
and you can't find that because I think sometimes guys are afraid to.
I think mine's just too cheap to pay.
Your husband?
My son.
Oh, okay. So my son had a girlfriend, and he was traditional boyfriend. He paid for everything, and I was happy. I don't know how. I guess he got that from me because we never really talk about that. I just think that I feel like for women today, or these young girls like my daughter and stuff, I think that I want her to be successful and
Yeah,
be
you
able to
have to be
support
able to
herself.
support yourself. My
But
mother always taught us
okay,
that.
but she has a boyfriend, or that's another story. I want him to take care of her too, though. I want him to
Yeah.
open the door for her, pay for her meals. And if she's having her babies and she wants to stay home, I want him to be making enough money so she can do that. I think it's okay.
I think it's okay too, and I think we should normalize it because
Yes.
everybody's like, "Oh, you can't say that," and blah blah blah,
Da, da,
and
da,
da, da,
da.
da, da, da. But
Yep,
I mean, I
no.
had the luxury of raising my babies, and I'm happy that
Yeah.
I was.
And it's okay if you're a
And we
woman and
changed
you're
our
sexy.
and we changed our lifestyle so that we could afford that. It
Yes.
wasn't like, who can afford that? Nobody. But
Right.
you have to adjust your
Right.
spending so that you can afford that if that's what you want to do. Stay
Yeah,
home and
I
raise
think
your baby.
when we complain about our husbands, and there's like a lot of women who'll come on and be like, well, you trained him, you did that, you did that, you did that. Well, yeah, but I think that's because I think we don't care we did that in some ways because that's we're the caregivers, right?
Right.
I was the mom in the house. What I control the atmosphere of this house because I'm the mom of the house. So I think that's okay to say, like, I stay home and I clean and I cook and you work.
But it's
So
very
now,
different now, don't you think
yes,
so?
because I think girls, and I think they're either guys are intimidated or the girls are like, absolutely not. I can do this on my own. But it's okay if you can. It's okay if you can work together. It's okay if he holds the door for you. It's okay if he pays for every meal. I'm okay with my sons paying for their girls'
I hope my
dinner,
sons do.
right? And then that girl, hopefully, because I know my daughter did, say, I'll do this meal after,
Right,
right?
right.
And that happens organically. When I was talking to my sister-in-law, because she's in the dating world, she's like, it's lost. And I want to be treated, I want old school. I want to be treated like a lady. And like sometimes she's on these apps and these guys will be like talking to her and be like, hey, you want to see this? And
Yeah,
she's like,
that's
ew,
terrible.
that's disgusting. No. She's like, where are these guys that are like, listen, I will take care of you. And not to say she's going to leave her job and all that, but just
No,
she
but
wants
just
that
that
feeling.
feeling.
Yes, of being taken care of. So I think for you,
That's probably the feeling I'm looking
yes,
for.
yes, I think for
But
you
not
right now,
by doing laundry and
no.
doing dishes. And
But I think that's the role you're going to have to accept now because he is doing that. And it's like, and it's not, you're still the woman of the family and he's still going to treat you like that. But he's just taken some of those responsibilities off of you. And
I
you
know,
know
and
what?
I
Who
should be
cares? Yes.
happy. I know I should be happy, and I feel
And let me
terrible that
ask
I'm
you a
not
question.
happy. But why am I not happy?
If you don't do the laundry all week, will it be done?
Yes.
Okay. Then you know what, girlfriend? There's other things you do that he doesn't. I mean, you know that.
I almost feel like I have no purpose.
What?
I don't know why. I just feel like this.
No.
I don't know. It's a big transition, and I
Yes.
have to get used to it.
Okay. I think that's it. And I
Right?
think that you guys have to have a lot of conversation
We have to have
around it. You
conversation.
have to
Tonight I'll make
communicate.
dinner. Tomorrow you'll make dinner. And if I'm making dinner, don't
Right.
hover.
Correct. I think you literally say that.
Don't hover.
Don't
Stay out
hover.
of my kitchen.
Yep. And that's okay to say.
And that's
Well, you
okay.
can't say my kitchen if he's cooking in it too. Well, it could be your kitchen when you're cooking
When
in
I'm
his
cooking,
kitchen.
in his kitchen when he's
Yes.
cooking.
Like right now, Scott's down there making dinner and I'm not going to go near him and touch it. And he cleans up. Now, listen, I will say it's funny with our roles. I am the mom, blah, 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 blah. But he is more nurturing than me. Like if the kids were throwing up in the middle of the night, I never left my bed and he got up with them. I know.
Oh, that's why we and you get along, because I'm the getting up, throwing up, cleaning upper.
No,
I don't think he ever changed a diaper in the night, ever.
Oh, he
never once.
got up all the time in the night. I literally, like, we would take turns and he'd be like, it's your turn though. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm not moving. So the kid can scream all night and then he would get up. Like, yes. So he was definitely more of the nurturer, even though he is the father, right? Like, he's definitely the father because, like, if Isabella needs money at college, ask dad. Dad gives him all the money, right?
Right.
And right now, I'm probably more of the nurturer than him because I think I'm better with adult children, even though I love my little kids. But I don't think I had the patience like Scott did with the littles as I have with Isabella now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, you're better with the older kids.
Yes. But I do
was
love
better
my
with the
job with
younger
the little
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
But maybe because they're not mine.
I don't know. I always liked the littler kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still like the little kids.
Yeah, I enjoyed being home with them. I think I had to, I don't know. I think I played the role of the
but
stay
we
home
were
mom.
always like, even when we stayed at home, we were volunteering. I was in juniors.
All
I mean, we
everything.
did everything.
Co-op,
like,
preschool.
Like, I mean, we might as well have gotten paid all the volunteering we did.
Yes.
On the PTA. And,
yes.
you
I
know,
did everything I was
did
supposed to
everything
do.
I was supposed to do.
I have no regrets. You can't regret.
Oh, I don't regret. I'm glad I went back to work.
Right?
Though. I realize that's a big part of my life, and part of my identity is my job.
We love our job.
And I really love it. And
Yeah.
that gives me the energy to do my home life because I love it so much.
If we were home every day, all day, I think we would die right now.
Die.
I don't think we can do it.
I could never be with him all day. Could you imagine?
No, when he takes a business trip for 2 days, I like starfish and I am so happy.
So happy.
I do love it.
Mine doesn't take any business trip.
No, but then again, when he comes home, I'm happy he comes home.
Because then you miss him.
I do, which is so weird. I'm married so long.
I know.
Whatever. Anyway, so I think
this was
I don't know if this was a good one or not. We're
no,
sorry,
I think
but
this was good for me. I needed to get it out, and I sound like a biatch, and I'm sorry
No,
I
you
do,
don't.
but
This is your
I sound
therapy.
ungrateful, but I'm not ungrateful.
Maybe we shouldn't call it that's all we got. Maybe we should call it therapy.
Yeah.
And everyone's in on our therapy session. You can give us some advice.
And if you are a therapist, please.
Oh, God, tell us
what to do.
Tell
No,
us-
because you're going to
no.
tell me
Yes.
what to do, and I'm not going to do it.
Everyone tells us what to do when we're on TikTok. It's hysterical.
It is funny.
It is funny. We love it.
No, we love it. We love
it.
the interaction.
Hey, listen, we would love all us to get picked. Like people ask us why we do this, and we're like, well, first of all, we love doing it. We don't
Right.
do it to be famous whatsoever. We're not even thinking that way. However, as of late, we're like, it would be nice for someone to pick up our podcast and then we would leave work and just do this because we love doing it.
Yeah, this I love too. This fills my cup.
Like we love teaching.
No, I love teaching.
And we love this.
But I love this.
I
This is filling my
know.
cup. So I feel like
I
because we
agree.
are a retirement age and we
We
can't
are
teach
almost
forever,
there.
we got to give the young people a
Yes.
chance. This
Yes.
could be the next chapter of our lives.
That's what I mean to say. Yes.
Right?
Yes. Like when we
can't-
retire, we're not retiring because we're going to do this.
Right.
I'm going to do something else that, right.
Yeah.
And I think that's one great thing. I think we've always made sure we did what we love to do. Can you imagine?
No, I couldn't imagine doing something I didn't love.
I could, like, I'm going to tell you, I had an email from somebody at my work. It was like an admin, and I took it as if I wasn't a good teacher. And she's new, but I'll tell you something. One thing I'm sure of is I'm an excellent teacher, and I
nobody's
love
gonna
my
take that
class.
away from me.
And I would said to myself, like, I was so angry because how dare you? How
Maybe
dare
you were
you?
reading into it.
And I might have been. But the point is that I love doing what I'm doing. So don't ever tell me that you think I'm not doing it well, because I know I am, because I love it. Like if I love it, I'm going to do it great. I love this as well.
Right.
So when we get these.
Well, I think that's just your insecurity of thinking like, because you know you love it so much and you know you're good at it. You're just, that would be a fear of yours to be accused of not doing it well.
Yes. I was like, are you freaking
Because
kidding me?
I don't think that's what the intention was. I think you were just.
Well, I have a meeting. I have a meeting with that. I don't care. I don't care. She's telling me not to say anything. I don't care. Anyway, so that's
right.
about Rose. Make
all
comments.
We got
that's all we got,
today.
really. I think we did
Without
well.
a breath. We got there. We got it in a half hour.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Moving on up.
All right, that's all.
All right. Bye.